Hello, sir.
You're delusional. You cannot do anything because the police said they will investigate it within a week, so they will come back to us. As far as that, you have to leave.
This woman was just sentenced to jail for her role in this squatting saga I've been covering for more than a year now. This story is wild. It has made national news, and it's even resulted in a change to state law here in Florida. So last March, these women moved into a vacant rental house owned by Patty Peoples and her business partner. It was for sale at the time. Patty said they had an offer on it, so she was surprised when she found these two women living there. She ended up calling the police.
He has a signed lease and paid $3,100 for first and last month rent.
She implied she was a victim of a rental scam. So the officer does some research and he finds this suspicious.
You're being scammed for your home. This is what I believe. Now,
She's part of it?
She had claimed to be a victim of the same type of scam just months earlier from a nearby property where she had been recently evicted.
Oh no, of course, I'm not going to vacate.
But the officer says there's nothing he can do. It had to go through the civil court system to determine if they were actually victims, and that can take weeks. And the women were allowed to stay in the house, and Patty and the other owner weren't allowed inside.
Oh, okay, because once you're in my property and you're in my house,
this is not your property.
Oh, okay, I thought so.
This is not your property.
The squatters refused to leave, and as you can imagine, things got testy.
Why did you break the window?
We look like we did it on purpose. Don't say nothing to her. Bye. Come on. Do we need to call Officer Smith?
When the homeowner asked, why did y'all break the window? She said, do it look like we did it on purpose? Yes, y'all did it on purpose. Y'all squatting. See, the squatter rights still covering them. The homeowner can't do much. It's been over a year, and squatters know that. Squatters know they got rights.
Again? Yeah. Didn't he tell you not to come here?
When the women were finally evicted weeks later, the house was left like this. Drywall was torn out. Patty said there was feces left on the carpets. Windows were broken. She also said appliances were stolen. Months later, this woman was arrested and charged with criminal mischief and trespassing. She pleaded guilty, and the judge sentenced her to 30 days in jail plus 2 years probation, 50 hours of community service, and the judge also ordered her to pay about $3,600 to the victim in restitution. After our investigation exposed this legal loophole, the state legislature voted unanimously to fix it. If you want to know more about this story, we've got a lot of reporting on this on news4jax.com.
The homeowner still didn't come out on top. The squatter did. She did her little 30 days. She got probation. She got to pay a fine to the homeowner. She had a free home for over a year. She should have had a bag stacked up by then. I just don't understand why when people are squatting or when they're not paying rent, why do they live so bad? Just because you're struggling don't mean the house got to be dirty and stinking. I don't know. I don't get it. I never will.
I just lost all my fucking Section 8 because you steady want to play with the police, keep going to jail, back to back. Now it's on me to take care of you.
I told you I'm going to figure it out, bro. Don't worry about the kids. Y'all can go stay with my sister.
I've been told you.
Y'all can go stay with my sister for a minute, bro. But you know, like they keep
to
fucking
get
with
off
me,
my
bro.
Section 8.
Fuck
When
you
I kept
talking
telling
about?
your ass to get out and leave and just let me take you off, your ass should have let me do it. Now I'm sitting here
It's not my
stuck
fault. They
to
took
figure
your
this shit
Section
out.
8. It's not my fault. You
You
don't
talking
have a
about stay
house
with
no
your
more.
sister. I don't want to stay with no fucking body.
It's not on me. You keep trying to blame this shit on me because you and your kids don't got nowhere to stay now. I'm good. I'm going to my mama's house. Like I said, y'all can go to my sister's crib.
I'm not
all that
going
shit you talking about,
nobody's
you
house.
steady trying to put
Why
all
do
this
you
shit on
steady
me.
think
It's
about-
not happening. It's not working. Fuck is you talking about, bro? That shit dead.
Okay, well,
Shit
you gonna
dead.
take your kids.
Oh, well. No,
Since you
I'm not.
the one
They
who
all
made
going
us
with you.
lose
They-
it.
They not, man, they all
Since you the
going
one who made us lose our Section 8, you're gonna take your fucking kids.
I'm not taking
And you're
nobody
gonna figure
nowhere.
out y'all
Bro.
living situation.
Fuck.
I'm gonna get back on my feet without you,
know
and I'm
you
coming
will.
back for my kids.
Fuck is you talking
Simple.
about? I don't get no fuck either.
I don't laugh at nobody's pain. You understand what I'm saying? Because I know exactly how hard it is out here and stuff. But I also think about, you know, the people who own these properties. They have mortgage to pay. They have property taxes and insurance to pay. But it's so sad that rent is so high now. These people can't afford to even pay their rent. I saw a lady on the neighborhood app. She was looking for a room to rent for $1,000. It's crazy that you can't even find a place to live for $1,000 a month. It's just crazy, you know what I'm saying? I'm a landlord myself. I have multiple properties, and I think about all the time when I lived in the trailer park and how I struggle. And so I would hate for people to be struggling because they can't afford to pay me rent. That's just my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's just how my mind set up. because if I can't help you, I damn sure ain't gonna hurt you. But yeah, yesterday in Atlanta was crazy. Evictions was going left and right. People was getting put out of their homes and stuff yesterday. This is my neighbor. They just came in and just took everything out these people's house and just set it outside and stuff. So I don't know what they're gonna do about the cleanup process, but my heart goes out to everybody that's struggling and having a hard time, especially up here in Atlanta, where the rent prices is crazy up here. It is really crazy up here. So I pray everybody's situation get better.
Why do y'all say struggling in Atlanta? No, I just had to say that. They always talking about struggling. But yeah, people really struggling. You really can't get nowhere unless you go to, what was the name of that website? It was called Pad Split. Even on Pad Split, you're sharing a house and you still coming out of like 800 a month, 200 a week. You can't get your own house for $1,000. Definitely not a house, nothing like that, no way. But you can't even get no apartment though. Maybe some areas, drop an area where you can get an apartment for less than $1,000. It's a few places left. Think a few, real talk, like a few, like not many. You might be able to pay about $900 to $1,000, maybe even $850. The area where you have rats and roaches, I don't know. Possibly, more than likely.
Cause I'm not finna move it, Riri. I'm not. I swear to God, I'm not touching shit here. I'm not. The landlord finna have to come and move my shit outside. He want my shit at his house. Cause anyone of them touching it, I'm ass. I swear to God, and I put that on my child. I put that on my child.
Hey, we got an eviction here today.
I ain't know nothing about that.
You didn't go to court? You missed. Yeah, you didn't go to court?
I went to court on the 6th of March or something like that.
Okay, so what happened?
A payment arrangement or something like that.
Yeah, April 6th.
Yeah, April 6th.
Yeah, you got a judgment. And what now?
I said he told us we can pay it down, and we only had like 2021 or something like that. And he thought he was finna get out of it. But I told him that I was in the process of losing my job, but they don't understand it. So I was trying to make like a arrangement. My dude that I'm currently talking to, he texts him. He don't text me. So I'm trying to see what's going on, like how my name on stuff, and you ain't texting me, you texting a dude that helping me pay my rent. You ain't communicating with me at all. So that's why I'm looking like, what? Eviction what? I went to court, but then, you know what I'm saying? He told me to pay what I can, and I just gave him a whole 11. Then he told me to come back around and pay my rent when I get it, and I know my rent. I'm not slow, you gotta be working with me. Then you try to put me in eviction every month. That's weird. That is weird. You can't, thought that was against the law. You can't evict nobody after every month. I'm 1 month behind. That's weird. And
So how much you behind right now?
I really don't want to say I'm keeping up with them. If you ask me, I'm 1 month behind because of all the late fees. They add $100 late fee every doggone time. Like, that's not going to add up.
Well, you gonna open the door? When you said you were talking to your boyfriend.
And he not even here. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't even have the landlord number. So that's what I'm saying.
So how did boyfriend get involved?
Because he met him as being a private owner. We got these houses as a private owner. That's what I'm saying. I didn't communicate with the man. The only thing I did was sign a lease with my name and a job involved.
And your boyfriend lives here?
Mm-hmm. But he not currently here. He left to go to the rent. Pay the rent. We got to go all the way to Bartlett to pay rent.
Can you call your boyfriend?
Our phone turned off. We working off Wi-Fi. This is still in Wi-Fi. I just left, literally, trying to get to the bank.
Well, I'm going to have to execute the rent. So how much stuff you got in here? You have a lot of stuff?
I do. And so he want us to get out today?
Yeah, that's what we're here for, to set it
My
up.
birthday tomorrow. Hell, y'all got me. I'm not, hell no. That was because I would never open my door.
Well, that was the
shit
locksmith
weird.
is here. We're going to come in
Don't
regardless.
y'all understand my shit gonna be sitting outside? That shit weird. Like, that shit is weird. I'm going through shit now. That shit is weird. And this shit is weird.
What are
Shit
you
weird.
paying? What are you paying here?
$1,000 a fucking month. And he
So
fucking
you need to-
that's what I'm saying. You
but hold
evicted
on.
me for $1,000.
There we go. I just said you really can't get a house for $1,000. In Memphis, you might be able to. In the trenches, though, I said the trenches. I did say that. This weird. That's $500 a pop. If he pay $500, she pay $500. They would have been straight. I guess she's so far behind, it's hard to catch up. She talking about them adding that $100 late fee on there. She said they act like it ain't gonna add up. No, they know it's gonna add up, but they gotta penalize you some type of way. That's how America work. That's how all bills work. You pay it late, it's gonna be that fee. It ain't gonna be free.